Zach, welcome to Friend Up.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So one thing that we do, or I do, and Ariana just puts up with it.
Yeah.
I assign jellycats to reality TV stars.
It's like a talent. It's wild.
Wait, I'm obsessed.
Okay, do you know what a jellycat is?
Of course I do.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Perfect. So it's a vibe.
I'm so excited to know. Now you've got like I had.
What do you think you might be?
Oh, I literally have no idea. I
If you
can't
could
even.
guess.
No, I couldn't even guess.
Okay.
Like
so
I don't think
Just
that's
wait.
not my talent.
Is
this,
it?
I know, it's my talent.
Well,
We all have our talents.
oh my god.
So this is your jellycat.
This is the best thing anyone's ever given me on camera.
Do you love it?
Are you gonna cry?
I love it. Oh my god. Stop.
Isn't it perfect?
That is your jellycat.
I love this. I feel it.
Okay, I looked
Wait.
at descriptors of limes. This is so perfect. So juicy, vibrant, and enhances flavors in foods.
I do enhance people's lives
enhance.
on the daily.
See?
right.
It's literally perfect.
And the valley. Like, it would not be enhanced without me.
So you're the
I
live.
love this. Thank you so much. It's so
You're
sweet.
welcome.
I'm literally gonna take this everywhere.
And
with me.
honestly, that one's retired now. Like it's a retired jellycat. So
You
like,
got me a
you're walking with gold there.
so like a retired Beanie Baby.
Yes.
Yes. Same thing.
Fun fact: my parents and I hosted the largest Beanie Baby convention in Kentucky, and we're in the paper for it.
Party.
When I was a kid, not recently, but when I was 12.
That's insane.
well.
It is wild. Yeah,
Yeah.
these are like the new Beanie Babies, and
Okay, it's perfect.
it's like my thing.
I'm so it's a retired one.
And getting it with a
It's
journey.
exclusive.
Thank you for being here. We want to know, is this your first time at Toronto Pride?
This is my first time in Canada. Period.
Come on. I'm gonna ask that, and I was like, no,
Like,
he's
obviously you've been here.
That's the response every single person that I've met so far today and yesterday, I guess, has had. Wait, this is your first time here? Yeah, like in all my travels, being an assistant or, just never brought me to Canada. Even though my boyfriend's from here, he lived in America for most of our relationship. So. Yeah, I just have never been here. So I'm so excited. Not only do I get to be in Canada, but I get to be here for Toronto Pride, which is so special.
The best time to come. Well, welcome. Do you have other plans while you're here in Canada?
I'm trying to make them. So if you guys would like to tell me, I want to do Pride right, and I don't know exactly where to go. And Benji's kind of okay with that, but please help me, tell me what to do, because
Have you done any Canadian things so far?
I ate a,
Poutine.
what's it called?
Oh, a
Tin
Timbit.
pin? Timbit. Timbit.
No way. That was your first Timbit ever. You didn't know what a Timbit was.
No, I had no idea what a Timbit was. Oh, wait, are they called Timbits because it's Tim Hortons?
Yeah.
Look at me
So it's
learning.
like a bit.
They're good.
No one, they should have explained that more. Because I was like, what the fuck's a Timbit?
So you tried it.
No, and it was so good.
Okay.
Way better than a donut hole.
You have to do a poutine, which is fries, cheese, and gravy. That's like the Canadian thing.
Oh my God, wait, I've heard of it. I've been wanting to try that. No.
Okay.
Add
It's-
that to your list.
So in Kentucky, in Louisville specifically, we have a thing called a hot brown, and it's kind of like that, but it's like turkey, great, and some other stuff. Don't quote me on this. But it's like when you come there, you have to have it. So now that I'm here, I have to have this. I love it. I can't wait to have it.
We can't wait to hear what you think.
Okay, you met Britt in college, which
Yeah.
I just found out the other day, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
I don't know if a lot of people know that, but I want to know exactly how you guys met. Like, set the scene.
Well, see, this is why when people say, are you guys the same off camera? Is there this much drama? Yes, 100%. This is why we have a show. It's because there's drama on or off. It does not matter. Brittany and I met in college because I started dating her best friend who was on the cheerleading team with her. And then him and I had a very tumultuous 6-month relationship that ended. We all remained friends. And then basically he went a little cuckoo. And we had to stop being friends with him, but then we remained friends. And what's so crazy is I was finishing up my master's in business and about to move to LA or New York, and she randomly met Jax, and then 3 months later was moving to LA. She's like, "Hey, I'm moving to LA," and I was like, "Oh my God, that's great! I'm about to move in 4 more months when I finish my degree. I'll see you there." So basically, then 4 months after she moved to LA, I was moving
So you have an MBA?
Yeah, I have my
I
master's in
was
business.
stuck on that too.
I know. I always say, like, I can dance on tables and do your taxes. So
I love it. That's incredible.
yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't take me seriously because, well, number one, I look so youthful, or at least did a few years ago. And, but then also because, like, I think they see one aspect of me and don't think that there's multiple layers, but really there's a lot of layers.
You need to slide that in on the show. Be
I
like,
slide
my
it
MBA.
in more than anything. I paid for that damn degree. I get to say that whenever I want to.
This is like the most educated group of people. Renee has her PhD.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you have your
have an
PhD?
MBA.
Yeah.
I almost got my
extra.
PhD in communication because I was like, well, let's just do a PhD. And then I was like, why? Like, I know how to communicate. I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
Well, stop. What's yours in?
Psychology. And now I talk about reality TV.
You know what? I need you. If you want to be a guest next season,
I do.
We could really use one of you on our show.
I will be
She
there.
analyzes as well.
I will
And
be
she
there.
runs Jellycat as well.
No, I can already tell her PhD is worth
There's
it.
I get it.
behind I
Right
know.
here, I feel it.
Like, it's obvious.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so given the track record of relationships in reality TV, are you nervous about Benji becoming more involved in the show? How do you feel about that?
You know what's so crazy is I feel like when you yes, there's definitely a pattern of relationships on reality TV that I don't know if it's they feel like they need to one up or do something crazy to maybe stay relevant. But my thing is, I don't think you had a great relationship or a steady relationship to begin with if it's falling apart.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will say for me, if you're not honest with everyone and you're keeping an aspect of your relationship hidden, that's what's going to eat away at your relationship. I pretty much, as you can see from the show and my life in general, I put everything out there. If the good with the bad, I make mistakes all the time. And I don't mind putting my life on display, but I have to be okay with that. And when you're not okay putting your relationship on display and you try to hide aspects or you try to, just change narratives, that's when it comes off as fake. And you're also like chipping away at the authenticity of your marriage or relationship behind camera.
Yeah.
And I think that's what takes a toll. And Benji and I are very open, and hopefully we can show that and we won't succumb to the same standards.
Yeah, totally. Did you have conversations with him about that beforehand?
I kind of threw him to the wolves, if we would.
So, like, how did you guys meet and how did that conversation play out? Like, actually, I'm on the show.
It's so funny because I met him the last week of filming season 1. So the show wasn't even out yet. We met and I was like, he was actually a Grindr hookup. I've said this before, so it's not like, crazy news. But and then I was like, you're kind of cool. Like, we started talking after. I was like, do you just want to hang out for the weekend? Because he was just in town. And then I actually took him over to Kristen's right away and then lied to her and said that we'd known each other for like a year and like we're kind of talking or whatever. And then months later when we actually became official, I told her like, oh yeah, I was lying to you. I met him hours before you.
Oh my gosh.
But he hit the ground and like immediately blended in with my friends. He's just such a great guy. And I went so far and now I forgot what the original question was.
Like, how, like, did you bring it up to him that you're...
there you go. Sorry.
Yeah.
So we hung out and then I was like, hey, I have to go somewhere, but like, go get your stuff and then I'll pick you up and then you can come back and stay the weekend. And I went and filmed and then I was like, well, I should have told him what I was doing, but then it's weird. So I told him when I got back, I was like, oh, I went to film something. And he goes, oh, like OnlyFans? Like, what, are you a porn star? And I was like, there's nothing wrong with that. But I was like, no, it wasn't OnlyFans. Thank you for thinking people would pay to see me without my shirt on. But, or pants. And I was like, no, like I'm on a reality show. And he was like, oh, like Family Feud or what? I was like, sure, let's go with that. And it wasn't until like the show started coming out that he then was like, oh, this is like much bigger than just like some random reality show or some random whatever. Mm-hmm. And then when he started filming, I don't think I prepared him enough, but I think that actually made it better.
Yeah, for sure. Because then there's no preconceived notions
Mm-hmm.
or anything else to kind of think of beforehand.
How does he feel around the cameras? I feel like some people can ignore them and others are like, very aware of cameras.
I think there's even people on our cast that maybe are too aware. But with Benji, he definitely said it was like weird to have cameras because there was certain scenes that I don't know if they'll, like that we filmed where it's just us and doing something, and he also didn't know most of the people. Mm-hmm. He only knew Kristen, Brittany, and Jasmine, and Luke kind of going into it, and not very well, mind you, either. And so there was a lot of me talking at him for a while, but I think he's actually acclimated to it pretty well, where he just like ignores it. And he's an optometrist. So this is not this is not his world, which I love being able to say, yeah, he's an optometrist.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it kind of, makes up for me being in reality TV. So like he just, luckily because he's not in that and it's not like what he wants, I think it makes it better.
Yeah,
Agreed.
that makes sense.
For sure.
A huge topic this season, I can't wait to talk about this or hear your opinion, has been Dark Side Danny. Okay, was this something that got totally blown out of proportion, or are we not seeing everything on the show?
Hold on, let me get a little cooler. Sorry.
You're like, I can't talk until
I
I'm
really
cold.
I swear to God, I need an air conditioner on me 24/7. I just sweat constantly. It's so gross. Not really. I'm just kidding. Okay, you want to repeat the question? Sorry.
Okay. So a huge topic this season has been the whole Dark Side Danny debacle. We don't get it. Like, as viewers, we're just not seeing it. So was this something that was completely blown out of proportion, or are we not seeing the whole thing?
I mean, here's the thing. I think the audience picks up on exactly what's going on. So if someone's saying that something's not adding up, well, guess what? I don't. Okay. I'm confused too. Now, do Danny and Nia have I always say I need a Nia, and Benji is very much like, I'm so glad I met him because he's very much like my Nia. Because are there times where I get a little too crazy or a little too wet? Absolutely. And to have that partner be able to pull you out when you get to that level, I think that's very important. But it's also, that's their dynamic. If Nia didn't want that or whatever, she wouldn't have married him. She knew what she's doing, and they have a great partnership. And Nia protects him if he, is getting to a point or whatever, and that's what works for them. And all I see is, if he gets to a point, she pulls him out. Why is that a bad thing?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is that a bad thing? You have a partner that... Exactly.
If you drank too much, I would pull you out.
Yeah, and you're my partner. Hello.
Trust me. Yeah.
You need that. And you're right. Sometimes a partnership evens out. There's different personalities. Then it makes it work. Because when we're watching, we're sometimes confused at how much it's really brought up. It's a big topic of conversation. And it's oh my God, you had so many drinks. Were you not supposed to drink?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and my thing is there certain people are harping on something that's over. And they're bringing, and it's also making someone else mad because she doesn't want it brought up anymore. And I think it makes it very difficult for us to be able to move, well, not us, but specifically the people that it affected, to be able to move past this because they have. And now, are there other aspects of Danny that we could talk about or we could mention and then, go to the next kind of thing? Absolutely. But we can't do that because now you've made it so not correct about what, you're not seeing it, I'm not seeing it. That's the easiest part to answer. And,
Got it.
Yeah.
It's exactly what we thought. We are on it.
Yes. Glad that we agree.
I never thought we wouldn't.
Me neither. Who on the cast is most different off camera than they are on camera, in your opinion?
Oh my God, this interview was so great, you guys. I'm just gonna thank you so much for having me.
It should be the drink or answer question.
Yeah.
I'd be chugging at this point.
Oh, no.
I'll just say I don't think it's different, but everybody else says it's different, but I think it's just as bad off and on. But I won't say anything else.
Okay. Read between the lines.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll go home and discuss.
Yeah.
Okay, if you could bring, this is kind of a fun question. If you could bring one person from another reality TV show to join the Valley, who would it be and why?
Okay, now does the person have to make sense?
No.
Okay, like, you know.
It can be whoever.
Okay, and can it be from like what? Any universe or just like
any show?
Anywhere. Anything that you watch.
like any reality or any you want like it to be reality?
Yeah.
Let me think. So I say Portia a lot. She's just so much fun.
So fun.
And I've never even met her. But I was like, I just feel like she'd be such a vibe and I feel like she'd be on my side.
You're like, who would be on my
just
side?
getting an army behind me. So like I'm like, Portia, if you have my side, you could
You're welcome.
You're welcome here. I think Portia's really fun. Let's see, who else would I want from another? Oh, well, I love Carl Radke. Like he's been a friend for a while. Actually for years. It's crazy. Or let's see, who else? I'm trying to give like a juicy one. I feel like those are good, but I'm trying to think of like a juicy one to bring on. They would like. Can't think of anybody. But yeah, those are good, right? Yeah.
You said you and Carl have been friends for a long time?
Mm-hmm.
Like how long?
Since when him and Sheena were almost dating.
What?
Or they like faux dated. Oh
Okay.
shit, should I not be saying that? Whatever. So like years ago before like 2018, maybe 18, 19, something like that.
Wow.
Carl and Sheena had met and like were kind of hanging out a little. Mainly as friends, but like, you know, maybe something more could have happened, but it didn't. And but yeah, he came in and we spent a weekend together and then have been friends ever since.
So cool. So you met through Sheena.
Yeah, which like I said in the other episode, it's 1 degree of Sheena Shea at all times. Like literally, there's not. I feel like that's probably even in Hollywood. Like they could find their way back to Sheena. Like I'm not lying. Especially if you're on reality TV, it is definitely like now she's with all the Mormon wives and all of like there's nobody that you could say that Sheena wouldn't be like, oh my God, that's my best friend.
Oh my God. Okay, Sheena.
I love that. I met
shade.
Sheena before and she was so nice.
Aw.
She was really, really nice.
Who?
So I can see Sheena.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So nice. So you moved to LA. Did you only know Brittany? Because it's
And
obvious
Nicole.
on the show that you're really good friends with Brittany, Jasmine, and Kristen. So I'm assuming you met them through Brittany.
Yeah, so when I moved, I only knew Brittany and then Nicole Scherzinger. Those were the 2 people that I knew coming into LA. And then I started working for Nicole, obviously. And then Brittany, when I moved here, like obviously introduced me to the Vanderpump crew. And then I became friends first with Sheena.
Yeah.
So first with Sheena, and then Kristen as well. And then like within a few months or like 6 months to like 6 months or so, Stassi. And then, I just was like friends with everybody and always around.
Are you
Yeah.
in any like background scenes of Vanderpump episodes?
Oh yeah. Like,
Really?
I'm actually in a lot. I'm taller than everybody.
Yeah.
So you will see me at every party from season 5 through
Oh my God.
8.
Okay.
I'm like at every big event. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But just in the background, just that, because I'm just there. We're basically, there's a group that are friends with the people, and I coined it like the Vander Adjacents. We're the Vanderpump Adjacent friends. So we're like at every party, you'll see us a lot, but we're just around because we're their friends.
Got it.
That's so fun.
All right. Should we do our rapid fire?
Yes. Are you ready?
You're like, let me hold my jelly cat.
No support line.
All right. Your go-to cocktail order.
It's so bad, but it's a vodka cranberry.
Oh, do you add water to it? So mine in university back in the day was vodka, water, cranberry with lime. So it's vodka, water with a splash of cranberry and lime, but you stay hydrated because of the water.
I love that. I think
Straight
I have
cranberry.
to. I was like straight cranberry, or sometimes I'll like do a little bit of soda water. But and like I try when I first moved to LA. There was a lot more events than I was used to. Like in Louisville, it was like okay, Friday, Saturday, whatever. But like here, it was like Monday to Wednesday. And so my liver was not keeping up. Well, actually, my body weight was rapidly expanding because of the cranberry, I feel like. So I had to change it to vodka soda. But then I gave up on that because I was like, this is just too gross. So I
love
went
vodka
back.
soda.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Best concert you've ever been to?
Best concert. Oh Lord.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Well, I would say it was Pussycat Dolls in 2000.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
even know.
Okay.
2000. But it was great.
I just want to say, I saw Britney Spears when she did the circus tour in Montreal, and the Pussycat Dolls opened up, and we were front row. I died.
Oh my God,
they were unbelievable.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I did for Brittany's birthday one year. We did front row at Britney Spears in Vegas. It was the most incredible performance. It was all of us together, and it ended up being one of her last performances. It was going to be her last, one of her last at that venue, and she was going to go to the other one, and then she canceled the other one. So basically, we got to see like one of her last performances for Britney's birthday. Yeah,
Iconic. Okay, your favorite Disney movie?
That's.
Hard question.
I mean,
Are you a Disney guy?
oh yeah. I mean, I'm not like a Disney gay where like I have the pins and the this and the I've collected. I'm not a. I mean, I love Disney adults. They're amazing. There's nothing psychologically problematic with it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I literally I will now sleep with this forever. It's fine. We all have our childhood things. I love Aladdin was my favorite forever and ever. Mulan also. So it's really a tie between Aladdin and Mulan. I will watch those over and over and over.
You have to see the live action, like the Broadway Aladdin in New York. Unbelievable. So good.
I've been wanting to see it. I haven't gotten to see it yet.
Oh, it's mesmerizing.
Now, I did see Death Becomes Her. That was so good.
New
I don't
York?
know how they turned that movie into the stage production they did. And if they didn't win the Tony for it, which I don't think they did, they should have. Yeah. Because the stage production was just phenomenal. And the songs are amazing. And yeah, they're amazing. Shout out to Megan Hilty. She killed it. And also her co-star, which I hate that I don't know her name, but Jennifer Samard. And Jennifer Samard. Okay. And
Shout
Jennifer
out.
Samard. I mean, she's amazing.
Oh my gosh, okay, we're adding it to the list. Who should be cast on Love Hotel season 2?
Is it so? I saw like some
It's
article
like-
where it was like men. Is it going to be men?
No, I don't think. I haven't
I
seen
think it was
that
a fake article. I see so many fake articles all the time. Like they said, there was one the other day that said that Sheena threw a drink on me at Pride, and I'm like, what? I didn't even see her at Pride. I was like, why are these people so crazy? Oh my God, I think they should do like the boys that are single, because there's way more boys that are single, right? Or no?
I never even thought of that, but that's a good idea.
That is a good idea. If you could pick 2, who would they be?
Tom Schwartz. This is gonna
Oh my
be my
God, Schwartz and Carl.
Schwartz and Carl. I think they would actually be really good together.
Let's find them love.
Yeah, and then have like Kyle, and then like me on the side as like their.
No. The people that come in to
that
like.
we're the friend. Yeah, that we help them with stuff.
Friend
yeah,
of.
I think that would be great.
I love that.
Okay, last question. You have to be on another reality TV show for a full season. Which show are you going on?
Well, I mean, if Traders would like to cast me, I will be on Traders
that
at
would
any
be
time.
amazing.
Traders, I thought would be just so much fun, because I also am, but I'm like, I'm going to be first out. They're going to be like, this is fake. And I'm going to be like, no, I promise this is me. And they're going to be like, okay.
What do they call the faithful? Is it faithful?
Faithful.
Yeah. You're
I
like, I'm
don't-
a faithful.
See, that's the other thing. I don't know if I could be a trader, because I really, when I say I don't lie, like it's just, you're going to know the second I lie. So I don't know if I could be a trader. I'd have to be a faithful. And I don't know if that's how they so we'll see. But I would say Traders, or if there's like an old, like I tried out for The Real World when I was 18 randomly.
That was like the first reality show. Like
That
was good.
So iconic. Like
Yeah.
I still remember New Orleans season 9, Danny, Melissa, David, Julie, Jamie, and Matt.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's all of them.
Wow.
Yeah, like I love that season, and then Chicago was next. Yeah, so like I loved The Real World back in the day. And I made it to like the 4th round of casting.
Ask how far.
But I was only 18, and like I feel like I wasn't developed anywhere to handle that. So I'm glad they said no after that.
You're like, I don't want that out
Yeah.
in the universe.
Plus, you needed the MBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad I waited till now to do any of this because honestly, like I don't think I was even confident enough in myself or in like, yeah, in things that were going around that I would have been able to be my actual self.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you
This
guys
was
for
great.
having me.
Yeah, it was lovely to chat.
And I hope you guys, if you have any Pride recommendations, let's go out. Let's
Let's
get
do
drunk
it.
Yes.
Let's do it
responsibly.
responsibly.